There is a brutal initial phase in every new business, known as the Valley of Death. It's the period where most founders collapse, simply because they run out of cash before they can finish building a sellable product. And even if a new company miraculously makes a little early money, standard corporate taxes often drain whatever operational capital they have left, sealing their fate. There is a dangerous public myth that starting any new business makes you a startup. But legally, opening a traditional retail shop or a standard consulting firm does not grant you that title. But here is the central promise. If a founder can legally prove their company as an official startup, the government provides a protective shield. They offer direct prototype funding and an absolute zero tax period. Surviving the Valley of Death isn't a matter of luck. It is a matter of securing the correct legal classification to qualify for this government capital. The strict gatekeeper separating ordinary businesses from highly scalable companies is the DPIIT, the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. To earn official recognition, you must clear 3 rules. First, age. The enterprise must be under 10 years old, or 20 for deep tech. Second, your annual turnover must remain below 200 crore rupees. Third, the business model must involve genuine technological innovation or massive scalability. Clearing these 3 specific hurdles legitimizes the company's status. It shifts their trajectory away from basic survival mode, moving them toward aggressive growth. Once recognized, you can tackle the first lethal threat in the Valley of Death, the inability to afford the construction of a physical prototype, or proof of concept. To fix this, the state provides the seed fund scheme, delivering a non-refundable grant up to 20 lakh rupees for the prototype. If successful, founders can access up to 50 lakh rupees in debt funding for commercialization. For later-stage companies, the government uses an indirect, macro-level strategy known as the Fund of Funds. This diagram illustrates how the mechanics work. The government injects 10,000 crore rupees into a central pot, splitting that money out to private venture capital firms. They delegate the task of finding and funding the best startups to actual market experts. These capital injections surgically remove the financial risk of the idea phase. Founders get to build their innovations without immediate fears of bankruptcy. If you survive the prototype phase and start selling, you immediately hit the second major threat, crippling tax burdens arriving right as you generate your first fragile profits. Recognized startups avoid this through the 80IAC exemption, a unique legal mechanism that allows them to retain 100% of their earned profits. This chart shows how the timeline is entirely flexible. Founders don't have to use it right away. They can activate this 3-year block of zero taxes at any point during their first 10 years of operation. Allowing a startup to keep all its revenue during its steepest growth phase provides the essential leverage needed to outpace established corporate monopolies, which poses an underlying macroeconomic question. Why is the state willing to sacrifice tax revenue and give away millions in grants to unproven founders? You have to look at the scale of the sector's impact. Micro and small enterprises are the quiet engines of the country, handling over 1/3 of the nation's total manufacturing output. They are responsible for nearly half of all national exports, and they employ over 11 crore citizens. Funding startups is not a charitable endeavor. It is a strictly calculated defensive strategy to prevent economic stagnation.